In Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 6, Bubbles, the once great gangster series gradually starts to turn around and heal from the self-inflicted harm its previous few episodes have caused. Bubbles has a concentration and accuracy that Episode 4 and Episode 5 badly lacked, despite the fact that the show still battles to maintain balance this season with too many supporting narratives and two primary antagonists. The most recent Tulsa King episode definitely raises the stakes and makes it captivating television once more, with the rising presence of Quiet Ray, played by James Russo. This season's Bonnie and Clyde relationship between Mitch and Cleo is also as funny as it has ever been, adding assaulting a police officer to Mitch's long list of transgressions, while Cole Dunn-Meyer's need for his crazy father's approval hits an all-time high. There also appears to be some sparks shooting between Bodie and Grace. Tulsa King is still suffering from this season's careless storytelling. Bubbles, which almost returns the show to its peak in Season 1, makes better use of the humorous remarks. In a number of automobile scenes that include phone conversations and road drives, we learn that Special Agent Musso is detaining Bevilacqua for unspecified reasons, and Armand, who has been absent the entire season, is pronounced dead by suicide with no emotional impact. It turns out that Quiet Ray poses a greater threat than Dunn-Meyer. After Dwight met with Quiet Ray, this episode really got going. Ray and Dwight were at each other's throats, laughing at the idea of getting admitted into the Gangster Hall of Fame when Cole and his goon open fire on them. Ray is shown himself to be a far greater menace to Dwight than the increasingly stupid Dunn-Meyers, who move from setting houses on fire to phoning health inspectors, now that he believes Dwight set him up. Dwight's superhero-like invisible barrier, which keeps him safe from harm, is one of Tulsa King's most irritating features. I can't think of a single scene throughout the entire series where Dwight was struck. For the first time in the series, Dwight was genuinely humbled when Quiet Ray grabbed his wrist and threatened him directly. Quiet Ray has the real power over Dwight, despite the fact that the Dunn-Meyers were the ones shooting at the conclusion of the episode. In light of this, the Dunn-Meyers are becoming increasingly unbearable as TV antagonists. Cole is incredibly unlikable and motivated by such desperation that it's getting pitiful. We can all agree to set aside the strange attempt at a romantic flair between them that seems straight out of last week's most recent daytime soap drama, as well as the random act of generosity Cole performed to protect Spencer, who is arguably the most underutilized supporting character in the show's history. I'm still rooting for Tulsa King Season 3 to succeed. Tulsa King used to be an old-fashioned mob show that was a sinful pleasure, but lately it seemed like a job and a letdown. I would begin to doubt whether this series could actually run to the conclusion of its intended fourth season if Quiet Ray hadn't emerged with some formidable villain energy in crucial moments. Because Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 6 focused on its most intriguing and well-known characters, it began to get back on track, as was the case with Thresher, who made a powerful antagonist in Season 2 but serves no use in Season 3, which literally already has two big bads in addition to an annoying small one, Musso, whose entire involvement in the series so far has been confusing at best, was rarely seen. In the best-case scenario, Dwight and Quiet Ray's animosity would escalate to the point where Dwight is impacted more than ever in the final 4 episodes of Tulsa King Season 3. The Dunn-Meyers are essentially the equivalent of bothersome insects stuck in the home at this stage because they lack the strength to pull Dwight off his pedestal. Dwight's repeated claims that this Montague bourbon business is the greatest opportunity of his life are beginning to feel like a broken record. Quiet Ray is the ideal individual to give Dwight a reality check and quickly realign his priorities. In Season 3, his daughter is also absent, despite the fact that a lot of work was done in the previous season to re-establish their relationship. When Quiet Ray returns to New York, he will immediately pursue Tina, Dwight's daughter, if this show is still as clever as it has been in previous seasons. Even if it means abandoning the entire whiskey business and Dunn-Meyer conflict entirely, this is currently the only plot development that I would find both logical and intriguing. The Tulsa King episode, which airs next week, has the potential to make or break this Sheridan series. Another episode of road excursions and absurd vehicle talks won't do.